Hey friends, so I just wanted to check in real fast. Paige is not doing so hot this morning. She was great last night, as you guys saw in that video, but this morning she's woke up and had quite a bit of mucus to move around. At the end of her treatment, she started coughing and it was pretty painful for her. Thankfully, it appears that it was mostly in her throat and not her lungs as far as the pain goes, but still a worrisome symptom. So I was out and about taking care of some things, and she called and asked me to come home, and that's where I'm headed. So the nature of this disease is how quickly a person's health can change, and that's the most frustrating part of this disease too. You know, she took every single one of her antibiotic pills that she was prescribed a few weeks ago, and it was a really strong dose, and she has done treatments 4 times a day religiously, and taken all of her medications and done everything else that she needs to do. You know, she stayed active. She has worked to keep her lungs clear and to keep her body healthy. And excuse me. And she's still fighting. And so she's feeling pretty down this morning. So I'm headed home to check on her. I'm going to go listen to her lungs, and if anything is off in the least, if I hear congestion, coarseness, heaven forbid I hear crackles. Crackles are an indicator of pneumonia. But no matter what, if I hear something that's not ideal, I'm going to be on the phone to her pulmonology doctor, her pulmonologist, and asking for an appointment next week. We have an appointment with her ENT in Columbia on Friday, and he's going to check in and try to help us find a solution for all the yellow, green, copious amounts of mucus that she's washing from her sinuses right now. And the biggest fear with that is that it will stay up there and just keep collecting bacteria, or it will move down into her lungs. And so we're going to try to do everything to avoid that. Anyway, so I'm going to see if anything sounds off, if we can get an appointment with her pulmonologist next week, that same day up in Columbia. And I'm just worried at this point, because if her PFTs, her lung function, is down just a little bit, then we have to worry about an admission, because it's been so long that she's been battling symptoms, and because we had a round of antibiotics that, you know, she's already done, that already should have helped, but it's these viral colds that really can take the biggest toll on her lungs at this point in her life. So anyway, that's where we're at. I'll update later. Hey friends, so final check-in for the night. I am in the car again. Had to finish taking care of some stuff. But so I got home and Paige's lungs sounded a little coarse, and I needed to go ahead and call her cystic fibrosis team and let them know what I was hearing and what we were seeing. And at this time, we have an appointment scheduled to see them Friday the 22nd, in between, around our appointment with her ENT doctor in Columbia. So clinic is really great about getting us in almost as soon as we need to. So if she gets any worse, I can call and they will get us in. They can sometimes get us in even next day. They can't do same day just because we're so far away. That puts a lot of pressure on me and Paige, and so I just asked them not to. But anyway, so we're on the books Friday, it's a placeholder appointment so that if she has not improved by Friday, we're seen. You know, we're taking the opportunity while we are up in Columbia to have her pulmonologist see Paige and test her lung function. But if she gets worse before then we'll go up before then. And if she is better by Friday, then we'll just cancel the appointment with the pulmonologist. We're still going to keep the appointment with the ENT, just because he needs to go ahead and check in on her sinuses after this. But that's the plan for right now. So when we go up Friday, we're going to be packing for a potential admission, just because she's been sick so long. But again, that's if we don't cancel the appointment. So that's where we stand right now. Paige is still, she's obviously a little run down, fighting a little bit, but she's still her bubbly, rambunctious self. She spent the day on the couch playing with Beyblades and watching her favorite YouTubers and just resting and letting her body do what it needed to do to hopefully preserve her health and work on getting better and not any worse. So I guess that's where we leave things for tonight. Of course, I'll check back in tomorrow. She's going to go to the farmer's market with me tomorrow, assuming that she doesn't feel any worse. And that gets her out of the house and gets her some fresh air and, you know, puts her in a setting where it's not demanding and full of tons of people like Walmart or something. And hopefully it'll do her some good. So we'll see you tomorrow.